Finally get to do a little bit of work when it's not plus 30 out. Probably get some good progress today. So a little update on this freaking super rare Tonka truck. I found out, which I kind of figured in the first place, Ford builds this truck, Ford paints this truck, then it goes off to a company called Tuscany Motorsports Co. in somewhere in Indianapolis, I believe. And they put this whole kit on it. So I found out also that you can't buy replacement pieces for this truck, for the Tonka kit, for this year anymore. So anything damaged or falling off or broken has to be either repaired, or maybe you could find a part salvaged off another Tonka truck, which I doubt there's a whole lot out there. Yeah, this piece here was falling off, so I put that back on, which was quite the interesting process. Everything else is pretty good on the sides. I know it doesn't look like I've gotten much done, but I've been picking away at it. Definitely had to take the whole, there's a strip that goes right across here, and it's got a Tonka insignia. It's in the back of the truck because it was falling off. So I'm gonna clean this tailgate up. I'm gonna buff it, paint correct it, so I can get all the imperfections out of it. And then I'll panel prep it. Then I'll put that piece back on. I'll pre-buff that piece before I even install it. Now the time consumer here is this rear bumper. So they make these little fiberglass pieces here that cover this. Now, nothing's securing them. There's there's rocks and stuff back in there. So the other one broke, cracked right along here, which I have it over here, I'll show you. And I believe what happened was, since there's nothing holding it, so I reinforced it here with some fiberglass marine epoxy, so it's stronger than it was. So there's the crack. I came down, I drilled my hole so the crack stops. I took my Dremel and then I V'd out this piece, filled it and backfilled it with marine epoxy. And now I'm going to sand this whole piece down, and I'm going to fill this with some Bondo / fiberglass, the kitty hair stuff. I'll sand that down, and then I'll cover it over with a skim coat of body fill, and I'll sand the whole piece down, and then I'll repaint it, prime it with white. You got to prime this color with a white underneath, or else the color shade will be off. If you prime with gray or black or any other primer color, you're going to get a darker or off shade of yellow, so it's not going to match. That hole there is for the reverse sensor. And then what I'll do is, because I think what broke this is I don't believe it was hit, because there's nothing showing any, like this shit here is from me putting this epoxy on. But the paint was good. The crack was super clean, so I'm thinking that water is getting back here, since this is like this and is not secure. I think water is getting back here, and right here it's so tight on this radius here that if it froze and any water built up and froze in there and started creating ice, that it would have just stress cracked this piece in half. So I mean, you can't get this stuff anymore. I called all over the States. I mean, I spent like 4 hours sourcing stuff out for this pickup, and they're sorry, we don't have any parts. They're discontinued. I believe they still maybe make they don't have it on their website, but I believe they stopped making these trucks in 2017, the Tonka edition. The company that built these has different editions now. They have a Black Ops, FTX or FXT, and some other edition too that are not quite as they're cool, but they're not quite as cool as this one. So yeah, back to the pointed hands. So yeah, I'll sand this all down. I'll paint it, clear coat it. Then what I'll do is I will come along here and I'm going to silicone and seal this whole piece so rocks and water and debris and shit don't get down in there, because these bumper caps are just chrome and they will eventually start to rust. I believe the owner probably wants to keep this truck for quite a while, or it wouldn't be here getting all this work done to preserve it. So I'll do that to both sides to prevent that from ever happening again. Then we're going to go on and we're going to do a rinseless wash on this in the garage. I don't really need to hand wash it because I'm going to paint crack the whole truck. So I'm just going to go and clean each individual panel by hand. I'll be claying it and I'll panel prep it. I'll pull up my buffing supplies here. All that there. I'll hammer it with the buffer. I'll put a tape line somewhere here where I find a bad spot. I know it's hard to see right now, but I will put a tape line here once it's dry, and you will see a difference. I'll pull the tape back and I swear you will see a change in the paint. This truck is going to look absolutely brand new. I'm going to clean up all the chrome, polish all of it. I'm going to polish all these aluminum pieces on the wheels. I'm going to get in here. I'll even get these inner wells looking clean. And then I think when I'm done, I'm going to pull it out into the driveway and I'm going to get underneath it and I'm going to undercoat the whole underneath of it with a rubberized rock guard. The truck's super clean underneath. I was already underneath it doing some stuff underneath it. I didn't show you guys, and it's super clean. So I'll tape off what needs to be taped off. I don't want to unbalance the dry shaft. I don't want to, spray absolutely everything. I want to get the floor, the frame. Don't want to spray don't want to coat the tranny and stuff because you don't want it to, add heat. But yeah, I'll get underneath there and I'll clean that all up and I'll rock guard it. And then I got about roughly probably 100 paint chips to fix. So I'll get all this stuff buffed out and then I'll fix all these here. And the passenger side is kind of the same. I think it's actually a little bit worse. And then the inside, I'll get a shampoo, leather condition. I'll do all the glass. And clean inside all the door jambs here. Which this truck's not really that dirty. It's been well looked after, very well looked after. Customer takes care of their stuff, and they upkeep it. When something goes wrong, they fix it right away. So, and then I have to align the hood. So right here, it's hitting on the headlight, and right here it's hitting on the headlight. So I'm going to bring that up, and I'll get this all polished up, tow hooks polished up. I think I'm going to take those incandescent bulbs out and get the customer some fog lights, LED fog lights. Just bring it up to, it's a 2014, so bring it up to modern standards here. I mean, it's such a one-off truck that it deserves the care and attention it needs. And then the latches for the box cover are in. I got to go pick those up. That's just a quick job. So yeah, I'll make a couple more videos as I go along, and we'll get back at you.